Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Thomas of Woodstock, and we get to hear from Thomas today in Act 5, Scene 1, which started out with him asleep. He was kidnapped and taken to Calais, where Lepoole was given the directive that he had to get rid of Woodstock. So he was talking to a couple of murderers, and he's like, do you guys feel at all weird about this? And they're like, no, we're totally fine with it. And then they went to wait for the proper moment. And Lepoole expressed that he feels a little bit weird about killing Woodstock because he thinks that Woodstock is mostly innocent, but he feels like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's the king that gave the execution order. So if he doesn't do it, then he's in trouble. All of that, even though we, the audience, know that the king has sort of called off the hit and is sending a messenger to say, you don't have to kill Woodstock anymore. So Lepoole goes to get the murderers, and then the ghost of Edward the Black Prince, Woodstock's brother, comes in and he's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. But of course Woodstock doesn't, so that ghost leaves. And then the ghost of King Edward III, who is Woodstock's father, comes in and he's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And Woodstock doesn't, so that ghost leaves. And then Woodstock wakes up and he says, oh, good angels, guide me. Stay, thou blessed spirit. Thou royal shadow of my kingly father, return again. I know thy reverend looks. With thy dear sight once more recomfort me. Put by the fears my trembling heart foretells, and here is made apparent to my sight by dreams and visions of this dreadful night. Upon my knees I beg it. Oh, protect me, heaven. The doors are all made fast. 'Twas but my fancy. All's whist and still, and nothing here appears but the vast circuit of this empty room. Thou blessed hand of mercy, guide my senses. For my God, methought as here I slept, I did behold in lively form and substance my father Edward and my warlike brother, both gliding by my bed, and cried to me to leave this place, to save my life and fly. Lighten my fears, dear Lord. I here remain, a poor old man, thrust from my native country, kept and imprisoned in a foreign kingdom. If I must die, bear record, righteous heaven, how I have nightly waked for England's good, and yet to right her wrongs would spend my blood. Send thy sad doom, King Richard, take my life. I wish my death might ease my country's grief. So the ghosts were maybe a little bit more effective than we thought they would be. And maybe some of that has to do with the rhyme schemes that they were entailing, making this fun, making it playful, making a little bit of a game, just sort of changing the rhythm of things. Somehow what the ghosts were saying got through to him, because he wakes up in a start and he's like, oh my goodness, please come back and comfort me, you ghost. And then he looks around and he realizes that he's by himself, that the room is empty, the doors are locked, that it must have all been a dream. And he's like, I must have just dreamed that I saw my dad and my brother go past my bed and tell me to wake up and leave because I might die if I'm here. And then by the end of the speech, he's like, you know what? If I do have to die here, just know that everything that I did for England. So he sort of makes his peace with heaven, and he says, okay, Richard, if you need my life, take it. Maybe through my death, England can be saved, and some of the stupid things that he's been doing can maybe be repaired or righted. And right as he is finishing this monologue, Lepoole and the murderers come back in. And I picture them taking 2 steps into the room, and Lepoole being like, nope. And he says to them, he's like, now's not a good time. You gotta get out of here again. So they leave, but Lepoole is still there, and his entrance startles Woodstock, who's like, stay back, I'm royalty, you can't kill me. And Lepoole is like, what are you talking about? I don't mean you any harm. He's like, who are you? And Lepoole's like, I'm Lepoole, I'm the governor of this country. And Woodstock is going to respond with a monologue that we will hear tomorrow. So I'll see you then for that. Mwah.